I feel like peaking in high school is one of the most important topics that nobody talks about because people graduate every year. And of the people who graduate, there are people that face peaking in high school. As someone who graduated only 2 years ago, I'm glad that I didn't center my life around high school popularity. And at some point during our high school years, I think most of us started to realize that there's much more to life beyond how we're seen or how we're perceived in high school. So what does it mean to peak in high school?
Jack, what's it like being such a The final bell. My powers. They've forsaken me!
It's not a crazy definition, man. It's exactly what it sounds like. It's your life peaking at high school level. It's when someone has their best lives in high school. And after high school, they're met with the biggest decline that some don't even ever come back from. It sounds crazy, but it's true. For the rest of their lives, they're never going to be able to accomplish anything that meets those 4 years of high school. So they live the rest of their lives constantly holding on to those 4 years in high school. They can't do anything else but hold on to their past accomplishments.
Has anybody seen my Letterman? Smells just like it used to. What up? Just back in my old fucking turf, you know? Just showing love to the hometown. That's where I used to ball out every Friday night. Remember that? You remember me? Yeah, I played JV as a freshman.
Alright, at this point you should completely get the idea. But unlike other YouTubers who have made videos about this topic, I'm not about to drop a guide on how not to peak in high school. You can do whatever you want. I'm just gonna be presenting information and you get to decide what to do with it.
And like I said, that shit ain't got nothing to do with me, gang.
I feel like a big reason why people peak in high school is the ego they get from all the hype and the popularity from high school, man. I feel like it's just something that they can't get away from. Typical examples of people who find themselves in this situation are either the star athlete or the baddest girls in school. For example, if you're the star athlete, everybody likes you, everybody glazes, and everybody wants to be around you because you're the star athlete at the school. You become the coach's favorite. Coaches treat you like a king, bro. They treat you like the first son they never had. Teachers treat you like a god. They ask you how many points you about to drop tonight, whether it be football, basketball, hockey.
What?
Whatever you play in high school, bro, like you're automatically at the top of the social hierarchy. And this transfers to every part of your school life, bro, because you're good at the sport, people start to hype you for everything you do. And same thing goes for the baddest girl at the school too. If you're regarded the baddest girl at the school, bro, you're getting special privileges from almost everybody, including some weird teachers as well.
What do you mean by that?
I know y'all know what I'm talking about, man. It be certain teachers that be doing that, bro. Like, we see right through it. We recognize your game. You're 45 trying to slide on a 17-year-old and you have 2 kids and a pregnant wife, bro. You gotta stop. With that being said though, this crazy amount of hype over a 4-year span can easily create a crazy sense of entitlement and have one lose their touch on reality. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not saying this means all popular people are gonna peak in high school. What I'm saying is that there are a lot of people in high school with ego-driven mindsets because of the popularity and fame that they have in high school. And these people will peak in high school because they've made high school fame the forefront of their personality. Because they've been constantly validated over the span of 4 years, none of them really remember that there is a life outside of high school, and they're hit with the harsh reality that the real world does not care how famous they were in high school.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care.
This is typically when you see that star athlete fall off the face of the earth because they're not as good as they think they were. All that high school hype had you thinking you was tough, but in fact,
you are not him.
They might have been the best out of their high school, but in college they just couldn't make the cut. Or that girl that thinks she can do anything she wants because she got pretty privileged out of high school. Now you got 3 kids to feed with 3 different baby daddies and you still work at McDonald's. Now that's just really tough. That's a crazy fall off if you ask me. But how you can tell who has the hardest fall off is that one person that takes every opportunity to talk about how cold they were in high school.
I was one of the first motherfuckers in high school draft. I was a freshman pulling up in the 300C Chrysler. All about work and a job too. Remember, I was working too. I was on varsity as a sophomore. I was the youngest one on varsity. They used to call me Big V.
These are the types of people to come back to the high school after graduating and expect celebrity treatment. Like, them students don't know you, bro. Your time has passed.
What's up, man? What the fuck? Dude, like, come on, be real. Who are you, bro?
But beyond revealing who fell off the hardest, this type of behavior actually highlights the saddest part of peaking in high school. Which is to say that a lot of people who peak in high school are actually going to struggle accepting the fact that they fell off. We all know that one dude that won't stop posting his highlights from senior year, bro. Like, my guy, bro, this is your 3rd year in a row posted that same highlight, man. They're not going to retire your jersey, bro. Hang it up. It's over with. Bro, like, it's been 3 years since you graduated high school and you still posting senior year highlights, bro. You still wearing that varsity jacket 7 days a week. You ain't got no money, no job. You're not moving forward, bro. If anything, you should realize by now.
Nobody fucking cares. You thought I agree with you? Nobody fucking cares, nigga. You hear me?
Nobody you cares. Hear me?
But like I said, these guys are the saddest of them all because they're not even battling the reality of life after peaking in high school. They still struggle to accept that they've fallen off. And you can't possibly improve your life if you're constantly in denial. So the way I see it, these types of people got two major things to overcome. The second major reason I feel like people peak in high school is their lack of planning forward or their inability to take things seriously. And most of the time, these two things go hand in hand. Typically, people who don't plan forward don't really take anything seriously, so they have zero plans for the future or for themselves at all. And what's really mind-blowing about these types of people is that some of them really do have the talent to become really great. I swear, for every generational talent we've seen succeed on the highest level, there's always a counterpart that peaked in high school because they didn't take their life seriously. Needless to say, I knew a dude like this in high school, man. This guy had all the talent in the world. My guy was so good at soccer, man, he would cook anybody that came in his way. Like, he used to do things that you would only see pros do on TV. That's how good he was. Watching him play was like watching something out of the ordinary. My guy balled like mini Neymar.
Unnecessary dick riding, 10 yards.
My guy made the varsity team as a freshman, but none of that mattered because mans could not take his life seriously, man. Bro used to come 30 minutes late for practice and do whatever he wanted. And my guy was not balling off the field either. My guy did not pass any of his classes, even though he was the best on the team. But you can't play if you don't pass your classes. But to him, skipping class to get at girls who had things actually going for themselves was better than just trying to pass his classes and actually improve his own life. He didn't think that the 4 years was gonna go by as fast as it did. The last 2 months of senior year arrive and they start handing out scholarships. I mean, they're over here handing out huge scholarships to people who aren't even half as skilled as him, and all he could do is talk about how differently things would have gone if he'd taken his life seriously. Like, my boy, nobody feels sorry for you. All you had to do was lock in and you sold. What did you think we were trying to tell you was gonna happen for the past 4 years? Like, my brother in Christ, your time has come. You've officially peaked in high school, man. My boy had officially started his decline. But if there's anything you learn from this video, is that high school is not all that. It's only 4 years of your life, and it's 4 years that does not matter in the long run. I'm not saying don't enjoy high school or don't have good moments in high school, but don't invest your whole life around those 4 years of high school because that's really dumb. I can't stress to you how useless being the most popular kid in high school is in the real world if you don't make a name for yourself. Because the moment you graduate, everybody's moving on, and you don't want to be the person everybody leaves behind. So do not peak in high school. I'll be happy to hear your thoughts about this down below. Other than that, do leave a like if you enjoyed the video and sub for more content.